moving along here, the other major roleplay device for this line, this is the DragVisor. This is the item that Kit and Adam, as Dragon Knight, use to put in cards. The head part of the dragon here comes down, and you insert a card, and then you put it up. It is assortment number 33971, and it comes with 3 cards, at least visibly. There may be some hidden, I don't believe so though. It comes with, Freeze Vent, and there's little logos to show you which riders those belong to. Freeze Vent from Kamen Rider Axe, Trick Vent from Kamen Rider Wing Knight, and of course Final Vent for Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Now this visor can actually use any card, and most toys, as I'll show you some of the others, come with a card. The visor actually makes 15 different sounds, so it can use at least 15 different cards, or types of cards. It does have a try me feature. The button on the nose, it will make 3 different noises, I believe. That's actually a lot more than that. It might make all 15 sounds. I think that's the final vent. Or maybe that was. Okay, anyway. It makes a bunch of different sounds, and you get to hear them by pressing the try me button. A little tip, if you're pressing the button and it makes no sounds, make sure you check the back. A lot of times they will have a little tag that will say the try me tag on it. It holds in so that a button doesn't get stuck while it's traveling and run the battery out. You'll need to remove that though to actually try the different sounds. Again, 3 cards included. They advertise the Advent Belt, of course. And there's actually a little story about Xaviax. I'll read it right quick here, about Dragon Knight. On the other side of every mirror on Earth lies the parallel dimension of Ventara, a world destroyed by the evil General Xaviax. The Kamen Riders are warriors from Ventara who were all but wiped out when Xaviax stole their Advent decks, which power their abilities. And then it comes in 2 other languages. Okay, so that is the Kamen Rider Dragon Knight DragVisor. And again, we believe that's about $25, same as the Advent Belt. Now, the Dragon Knight line actually comes with 2 different kinds of figures, and you'll get to see both kinds, although not every figure. These are the first figures. They look to be about 4, maybe 5-inch simply Kamen Rider figures. They price out at about, Sean goes behind the camera,
$7.
$7. Becky is there with the sign.
Yeah, we have 8 minutes.
About $7. Okay. This is Kamen Rider Torque. Very green, very nice, very show accurate. A very well detailed figure, I think. He comes with his gun, where he puts his cards too. The little deck there, which is still very nicely detailed. And as I was mentioning, he comes with a card. Kamen Rider Torque's card is Shoot Vent. And again, you can use that card in the DragVisor. You can tell because actually the cards on the top, they have holes punched out. That is how the DragVisor knows what sound to make, by the different patterns of the holes that are punched out. And actually on the back, kind of unlike the Power Rangers line, they have the same story here. They spend very little space actually telling you about the rest of the line, and actually more telling you about the rider you're holding. The story here for Torque is a charismatic con man, Drew Lansing, fights as Kamen Rider Torque when General Xaviax offers him the chance to use his powers of persuasion to turn the other Kamen Riders. So that's there. Okay, so that's Kamen Rider Torque.
Assortment.
Or his little deck logo there.
Assortment number?
I'm sorry, the assortment number is 33904. If Becky were not here, you guys would not be getting half the information that I'm supposed to. We're going to save the star of the show for last. You might not recognize him. He was around for like a grand total of 2 episodes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kamen Rider Incisor. Good old Richie Lansing. Assortment number on him is 33903. You have this crab deck here. He has a crab claw and a little doohickey. Now, I see one of the things I love about this line is that the detailing on the decks is actually extremely tiny, but it's very well done. Not sure how they did that, but they did it, and it's better for it. It's a better line for it. He comes with a Strike Vent, which is his claw there. Strike Vent card. Kamen Rider Incisor. He's orange, which makes it even more lame that he dies so quickly. Or he got vented. Now for something a little bit different. Speaking of something that was only seen for a very short time, this is Kamen Rider Blank Knight. The story behind this... Oh wait, I actually forgot to read the story about Incisor. You have the Incisor on the back here. After losing his inheritance, Richie Preston, I guess I got his name wrong, becomes Kamen Rider Incisor when General Zabiax promises him $1 million bounty for each Kamen Rider he brings down. Shock of all shocks, that's actually the correct story. Kamen Rider Blank Knight. The story behind him, and again I will read his story, and you'll notice his deck, it doesn't have any detailing because he had not yet contracted with the dragon. So this is just kind of a blank form for him to hold. He has this kind of light blue coloring instead of the red coloring. You can actually directly compare him with the Dragon Knight picture right there. And he comes with a extremely generic sword, which actually I believe gets broken immediately in the first episode. And the card he comes with is Copy Vent. Copy Vent. Blank Knight is a temporary generic form that Kit takes on before he contracts with the dragon. It gives it a logo a little bit, but it's just a little circle.
Assortment number, hon.
Assortment number 33906. Becky's telling me we need to kind of hurry this up, so we shall here. And the star of the show, of course, Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Assortment number 33901. Very nice red coloring. The detail on the dragon deck. The dragon sword tail. The card he comes with naturally is Sword Vent, which gives him that sword. Very nicely detailed figure. Kit Taylor finds an Advent deck and becomes Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. By fighting, he hopes not only to save Earth from General Zabiax's domination, but to find his missing father and win back Ventara as well. Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. The two figures, and there are 6 of these figures in the first wave. The ones that we do not see right now are Kamen Rider Camo, and Kamen Rider Wing Knight. If I find those, I will try to show them to you. The other types of figures we have as we move along very quickly are Human and Contract Beast cards here. This is Kit. This is Drag Redder and Kit. Assortment number 33921. It comes with the belt, but not with the deck put in. That's a nice detail. And an articulated Drag Redder, and you can see how he has the sword and all the different parts and everything. The card he comes with is the Advent, I believe, or the Drag Redder card. No story on the back here, just the regular Zabiax story, and the fact that it tells you about the 3. So we're going to move kind of quickly here. We have Magnu Giga and Drew. One of the interesting things is for the contract base, they actually decided to keep the Japanese names, which can make them a little hard to pronounce. You have what's his face up there, and his beast there, and the card that comes along with that is actually Guard Vent. Assortment number 33923. And finally, we have Blackwing and Len. Blackwing, of course, this is the bat here. He has the sunglasses because, he's so cool that he wears shades even during the nighttime. Has his articulated contract beast. Assortment number 33922 with him, and kind of a staff thing. And it's kind of interesting that they sell the contract beast with an unmorphed figure. But what are you going to do? I believe that we covered it. Okay, those are toys for Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Stay tuned for more Power Rangers and Kamen Rider toys when we find them. And once again, if you missed my part 3 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers toys video, you can, why don't we put it up here this time? We'll put it up here, watch the video right here, click this, go ahead and click it. Even if you watched it, watch it again, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.